The Voice of the Rain, Walt Whitman. In this module, you will get an overview of the poem, The Voice of the Rain, learn about its poet, and listen to its recitation. An overview. In this poem, the poet recounts the conversation he had with the falling raindrops. The poet is surprised when the soft falling shower responded to his question, identifying itself as the poem of earth. The poet has translated what the rain says, and hence this poem is entitled The Voice of the Rain. Written in the first person in an autobiographical form, the poem describes the water cycle from evaporation to coming down as a shower. This process goes on imperceptibly all the time, from the time when it emerges as vapor out of the land and the unfathomable sea and rises towards the heaven. Once in the sky, it changes its form completely when it becomes a cloud. The rain quenches the thirst of the drought-afflicted land, and its gentle showers wash away the dust from the earth. Rain is always welcome as it rejuvenates the land. It gives life to seeds that would have remained dormant otherwise. Rain's journey has been compared to a poem that emerges from a poet's heart and travels from person to person, finally returning to the poet's heart, bringing with it the love of the listeners. Similarly, the rain rises from the heart of the sea, is essentially unchanged in its journey to the clouds and back to the earth. About the poet. Walt Whitman was born on May 31, 1819, in Huntington on Long Island, New York. He is regarded one of America's most important 19th century poets. At the age of 11, he left school to start working with a newspaper. Later, he worked as a journalist, a teacher, and a government clerk. During the American Civil War, he served as a volunteer nurse. He was engaged in publishing his poetry all the while he was doing this. He was strongly opposed to the propagation of slavery. Through his poetry, he presented a view of equality of races, though his attitude in life reflected many of the racial prejudices common to 19th century America. In Leaves of Grass, 1855, he celebrated democracy, nature, love, and friendship. The Voice of the Rain, Walt Whitman. Listen to the poem, The Voice of the Rain, composed by Walt Whitman. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shower, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer, as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. Upward to heaven, whence, vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same, I descend to lave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. And all that in them, without me, were seeds only, latent, unborn. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin, and make pure and beautify it. For song, issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. The Voice of the Rain, Walt Whitman. Transcript. Summary. In this module, you have got an overview of the poem, The Voice of the Rain, learned about its poet, and listened to its recitation.